So here we see Ford in her natural habitat, sitting there majestically. Now, if you want to get let's try to get a little bit closer to this one. Now, if you can see, this one here is mirrorless. That means that she can't see us coming. So let's be very careful not to spook her, or she will either, if she was a Mustang, she would run us over. But since it's an F-250, it will probably run away. Let's try. Oh no. Damn, we'll try to have to find another Ford in its natural habitat. We spooked that one off. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Weston. How are you guys doing today? So, today we've got a special video for you planned, and that is, we're gonna introduce you to Katrina. Don't worry, you'll figure out her name, and if you watch the Porsche episode, then you already might know what this truck is. But we pulled her out of mothballs just for you guys. Let's take a look at her. So guys, this is my 1999 Ford F-250, and I have had this thing for a very long time. Now, her nickname is Katrina, and for those of you that want to know why, she went through the Katrina hurricane in 2005, I think, is when Katrina hit. I don't remember. I think I said in the Porsche video it's 2002 or 3. I can't remember what I had for breakfast, so anyway. Old Katrina here has been feeling a little bit left out. She's been sitting out in the field all by her lonesome, and we had some plans for her. She's been sitting for about a year or two, but since I started up last time, we went through a battery in it. We had to do a couple small things to get her back running, but wasn't that big a deal. And here she is. Now, some of you might be wondering, what are we gonna do with Katrina? I got invited to an off-road challenge with a couple buddies of mine down in Oklahoma in a few weeks, and we're gonna get Katrina ready to go down there. Now, obviously, we don't want to go down there and make a fool of ourselves, because that would just be too much Western fashion. We need to go down there and dominate. So, before we do anything, let's take you a walk around it, show you how beautiful Katrina is, because you know what, on video, I bet she is gorgeous. Here in person, not so much. It's kind of like a catfish. We're gonna take it through our own little off-road obstacle course and see how good she fares. I've got faith in it, but I will say, it was a lot better looking when I parked it. Yeah. Does it look slick?
I'm not gonna say slick. It looks good though. Come here and look.
Oh my God! I'd ask $25,000 for this thing. You know what? I ought to just take that camera and look through that camera every time I go on a date. Oh my God! Hello, woman. You look beautiful. So you might be wondering, what's gonna make this truck the perfect off-road vehicle? And let me tell you what. This truck has got a lot of experience underneath her belt. Trust me, she's been around a time or two. Now, she's not very pretty, which is a good thing, because obviously the pretty girls don't always work the best. But she works great. That means she's ugly. Now, we got a couple big old dents down here in the door. I'm just going to say a big old Brahma bull tried to push this thing off the road, but it was too stubborn and it would not go. Obviously, it's got a big old scrape down the side of it, and that is just customization right there. That just makes sure that when you're coming out of the Walmart that you can spot your truck from a long ways away. We also got our Canadian weight reduction from our good old Canadians up north.
Yeah, there's some weight reduction there, I'd say so.
Yeah, that or the salt water from New Orleans when this thing got flooded out in Katrina. And then we come back to the best part about it.
Well, there's something wrong. Where's the dents?
Well, they're all on the other side, don't worry. So, I drove this truck for a long time. This truck got me through high school. I had my first date was in this truck. There was a lot of fun had in this. Then we come around to this side, and I'll be truthful, when I parked this truck, it was a lot prettier on this side. This side was its good side. But something happened because all the clear coat fell off. I'm not even joking. There was a little piece of clear coat about this big coming off on the door. That was like 2 years ago. And I came back out there and all the clear coat is gone. So I've seen a lot of you guys ask, how did I become such a good mechanic, and how do I know so much about mechanicking? And you know what? I'm gonna say it's probably because of this truck, because it gave me a lot of practice. There it goes. So, all of you guys that's got old cars, you know what this is. You know what this is for. Our gas shock's a little wore out to hold our hood up. So, you take your old vice grips and lock the things down, and looky there, now your hood stays up. This here is the mighty, the powerful 5.4 liter Triton. And I'm a liar because I just called it mighty and powerful, and I just can't lie to you guys like that. It's not neither one of them things. The 5.4 is never known to be a great engine. It's great for the mechanics that have to fix them because you're fixing them all the time. They have no power, especially for a 3/4 ton pickup, and they're probably one of the biggest blunders of the United States pickups because realistically, this here was about the best 5.4 liter engine to own. And the reason for that was it was probably one of the oldest 5.4 liter engines you could get. And it didn't have phasers and timing chain issues and things like that. But it made a massive 200 horsepower for a 6,000 pound F-250 pickup. But what that means is when you only have that amount of power, you can't break nothing. That's what I'm gonna go with anyway. Now, in terms of this being good for the off-road challenge, I sure hope the hills ain't very steep. But it's 800 bucks. We can't really complain. It's got a 0 to 60 time of a little bit more than 2 hamburgers and half a Sprite. So let's take it for a spin.
Yeah, get it. There. There you go. There it goes.
Damn you. There it goes. All right, now let's take it for a spin. So now, I guess is the perfect time to show you guys why Bob Moore Porsche and Schofield Porsche in Wichita really didn't like when I brought my mother's Porsche to the shop. Oh, and by the way, if you guys haven't seen that video, there's probably a video link up above. You guys can go back and watch that video. I told a story about this truck at Bob Moore Porsche. It was a little interesting. I think I broke it.
Broke what? The exhaust?
I think I broke something. I broke it. Why'd you want me to do that?
We haven't made it very far.
Yeah, we already broke it. Oh, good news! Good news, everyone! The hose just blew off.
Wow.
Bad news is, it's too hot to work on, so we better go get dinner and then come back and work on it later. I was trying to demonstrate all the power this thing had and its loud exhaust, and when I did that, it blew off the heater hose. So we're gonna let it cool down, and it's almost dark, so we might just come back tomorrow and fix it. But then she'll be an off-road monster. Cooled hose is intact.
Let me see this. I'm going to hate to see you on an off-road course in this thing.
Weston, your truck broke again. It's only been 50 feet. So guys, it's the next day and we got it fixed. Basically one of the heater hoses on the back of the engine popped off, so all we had to do is put it on there, put a new clamp on, fill it back up, and we're ready to rock and roll again. Like I said, a lot of experience. She's ready to go. So I guess we're gonna head to our first obstacle on our challenge. So guys, we have reached our first obstacle. Now this is a water crossing, and the last time I was here, it was a couple years ago. Now it's been more than a couple years, but my mother used to cross this in her minivan, so the F-250 should be able to handle it. What? Oh! Hey, that's the one I thought was. Who thought this was a good idea?
Weston?
Weston's a dumbass. You're fishing, Garrett! Go, go, go! 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 Garrett, you caught a Ford! Alright, whoa, stop! I figured out Fords don't like to swim. That was a lot deeper than I thought it was. Well, you know what, guys? I don't think that exactly went to plan. Our plan was we'd go across this river, and then there's a really nice little off-road trail over there on the other side of this creek. But I think I've had enough off-roading action for today. I need some new pants because these are completely soaked. I didn't think I needed a bath that bad, but maybe I did because I got one out there. Obviously, the truck's fine. There's nothing wrong with the truck. What happened was I was actually on my way back up the other side of the bank. The river is a lot deeper than I remember. And my brother walked across there, but he walked across on the left side of the crossing. And the left side of the crossing is a lot higher than the right side, I guess, because I hit the right side and hit a hole and water came all the way up over the top of the hood. We didn't suck no water in the intake, which is a success. And the truck's still running. And actually, all that happened is we went up the other side and the truck died, and then the battery terminal come unhooked for the battery when I hit that bump or something, so I couldn't get it started back up. But we hooked the battery back up and it fires right up and it drives perfect. I didn't think this needed to be said because I thought we was gonna make it across there and I could show you guys, but on the other side of this creek is a little kind of off-road course. But it's a really neat off-road course, and I haven't been back there in a couple years, but it was really awesome the last time I was back there. And it kind of curves around with the river, and then there's another crossing down there that was really shallow the last time I was down there. Here's the game plan. We are gonna go back, we're gonna give the F-250 some upgrades so she can come back and dominate this, and then it's a lot better we come and done this, so when we get down to Oklahoma in our off-road course, then we don't look like a fool when our truck dies on the first run. If you guys liked the video, make sure you leave a like down below. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Let's get out of here. What the hell was that?